Look what's happened in 2 years. Marijuana's been legalized in Denver, Colorado, Seattle, Washington. 2 states in America where marijuana is now legal. And we have it pretty good here as well in Massachusetts with decriminalization. I remember years ago at this rally, which I've been coming to since the early 90s, I used to arrest people. I used to walk people all the way along there in handcuffs and take them away all day long. It wasn't fun. But that's why this rally began, to fight that fight. And we've won that fight. Nobody's getting arrested today. It's awesome. And if you are, I want to know about it. Because you must have done something really bad. So I've been coming here for many years. I used to work for High Times magazine. And everybody loves High Times, right? High Times is back there. Go visit them in the normal booth. I have some High Times news. Part of what I used to do at High Times was I was a player and a coach on their softball team called the High Times Bong Hitters. True story, the Bong Hitters. The legends of New York media softball, the Bong Hitters, yesterday won the league championship, defeating, of all teams, Wall Street Journal. Like that. The Stoners beat the Stockers. So right on to High Times. It's their 40th anniversary, so that's very cool too. I worked there from 1988 to about 2007 at a lot of great High Times. After that, I started my website, celebstoner.com. Wanted to do my own thing. Similar to High Times, but my own thing. Hope some people go and visit it once in a while. It's out there on the web. We're kind of like the TMZ of weed. Any celebrity who smokes pot, we're going to write about it. Miley Cyrus has bongs that she puts bracelets on. She did an art project this week in Fashion Week in New York. That was worth a mention. But we cover the hard news. We cover the real stories, what's going on in the world of marijuana. And so much is happening in the world of marijuana. So let's look at what's going on here. You have medical marijuana, but you still don't have any stores. So the industry really hasn't started yet. It's sort of underway. And we're waiting, right? 11 stores, people are telling me. But nothing's open yet. But at least you have the law. You're ahead of New York, which just passed medical marijuana, but we don't have anything going yet. Now in New York, they did it different. They said you can't smoke the herb when you're as a patient. What do you think of that? Should you be able to smoke the herb as a patient? Well, New York thinks otherwise. New York thinks vaping is the right way to go. It's better for you medicinally. Maybe they're true. Maybe that's true. But so there'll be a lot of vaping going on in New York in 18 months when medical marijuana, starts hopefully, being made available. In New York, we were also decriminalized. I talk about New York so much because I'm from New York. I'm wearing a Met hat. Don't hold it against me. It's not a Yankee hat. Okay, so I know booze 86, but please, long time ago. I know I'm going to lose you here now. I mentioned the Mets, but really. So everything's sort of here has changed dramatically from 2009 till now. Like I said, people got arrested before, now they don't. Why? Because marijuana is now decriminalized in the state of Massachusetts, which is great. You change things. Now, what do we do next? So what's happened in Colorado and Washington, Seattle, Washington, is what we do next. We wipe it off the books, all kinds of criminal anything for marijuana. Now you can still get a summons. Now you still have to pay money. Colorado, no. So it's incremental steps along the way, towards the ultimate goal of ending marijuana prohibition, right? That's the goal, right? We want to end marijuana prohibition federally, every state, every city. So let's see what else is going on. Philadelphia has decriminalized marijuana. How do you like that? Washington, D.C. has decriminalized marijuana. How do you like that? New York City? No, not so much. Boston? I don't think so. No? Did I go for you? Did I arrest you in large quantities like they do in New York and here in Boston? In New York, it's 7,000, what is it, 30,000 a year? It's been up as high as 50,000 a year. Hey, I got arrested in New York for marijuana. It sucks. I'm sure some people out here have, and it's changed, and that's great. So we're still fighting that fight in New York. No decrim. Even though the state is decriminalized, they can arrest you for marijuana if in public view. And then oftentimes that comes from stop and search. They make it all of a sudden it's in public view. So then you're arrested. We have, ridiculous number of arrests in New York. So here in Boston, the same goal, should follow. Decriminalization, even though the state has it, it's good that you have it locally. But ultimately, yes, the goal is federally legalizing marijuana. Will it happen during the Obama time? Right now, probably not. He has the chance. He could do it. We need to reschedule marijuana from Schedule 1 to either Schedule 0 or 3 or 4 so that federally it's not illegal, and that would stop all the problems statewide. So that's the goal on the federal level, but locally, we're winning over and over and over again. Another thing that's happening that's very cool here in Massachusetts is that you have a law that was struck down that if you're stopped in your car and there's a smell of marijuana, you cannot be searched. If there's a smell of burning marijuana, you cannot be searched. The only state in the country where that is not a probable cause. So you got something really going great here as far as that, as far as medical marijuana, which hopefully is going to happen soon, as far as decriminalization, where they're not arresting us out here today. So things are going pretty good. So congratulations. Give yourself a hand. Right on, Boston, Massachusetts. Hey, how about a big hemp hooray? Hemp hooray! 1, 2, 3. Hemp hooray! 1, 2, 3. Everyone else goes shout out to Noah Chenfeld in the crowd came. He's just a new kid up in the school here. Watch out for him. He's cool. He's got his own band, The Box Story. What up? He'll be playing here next year, maybe? All right. How are we doing? All right. Keep going? Keep going. All right. So what is Sled Stoner? Sled Stoner is my website, sledstoner.com. It's about marijuana in all its glory, but mostly about the people who in the celebrity world embrace marijuana. We like to write about them because they're sort of important. It's Willie Nelson and Tommy Chong and it's Bill Maher and it's Woody Harrelson. It's Miley Cyrus. People are very split on Miley Cyrus, but she is advocating marijuana and it's helping. Getting it out there. Rihanna, people like that. It's helping. It gets it out there. The mainstream. Everybody's talking about the mainstream. This is going to the mainstream. So people, we don't need her as our supporter. No, you do. We need all the supporters we can get. Let's not turn down Miley Cyrus. So, here's the big news story, Stoner news story. Tomorrow, everybody hear that Tommy Chong is going to be dancing with the stars? Right on. So Tommy Chong, the oldest dancer of that group, and the stoniest, obviously, is 76 years old. He's competing, and he's starting tomorrow. So he's asked me personally to ask all the stoners out there to vote for Tommy Chong tomorrow. Of course, you have to like him, but I know he'll be good. He dances with his wife all the time in their shows. He's good. He's going to do a cha-cha. So everybody do that. Willie Nelson. Hey, Willie Nelson just had Farm Aid down in Raleigh, North Carolina. I watched it last night. Roll me up and smoke me till I die. He was singing that at the end of the show. Willie's the greatest. Going on 82 years old. He has something called the Teapot Party. Go to the Teapot Party at Facebook. Willie got arrested, and he wanted to start something new, and he said, well, there's the Tea Party. How about the Teapot Party? So we're trying to legalize it via that as well. But it's everybody out here. It's all these great groups. Normal Mass Can. I want to thank everybody for coming here for years. Mickey Morton was up here. He's talking about this new Cannabis Institute here, Northeastern Cannabis Institute. What a cool idea. You guys should join that. You should take the classes if you need it, okay? It's coming right to you. And they have a tent over there today, too. So we're ready for a big countdown for 420?
We are rapidly approaching, Steve. You guys ready? Yeah. There's an element of getting ready on your end as well. We are notorious for pictures with gigantic clouds of smoke. That's your end of the deal. Count it down, Steve. We're at 10.
We're at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's 420!
Happy 420!
Light it up, baby, light it up! I'm doing a little, dab.
You got a little pen action going, here. So remember, everybody, clean up after yourselves, be respectful, and register to vote. And please give it up for Mr. Steve Blue.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. And stick around for all the great bands before this show ends at 6 o'clock, and go to all the vendors and support them and buy stuff.
Look at that. That was beautiful.
Everybody's going to be giving you sales towards the end of the day. Buy stuff.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, for your 420 smoking pleasure, Mask and Normal is proud to present Mighty Mystic!
Boston, how y'all feel out there? Yes, now. Yes, now, now. Hey. Oh, yes, man. Smoking high grade. It gets to my brain. Ooh, smoking on the high grade. It gets to my brain. So we're smoking on the high grade. High grade. It's to my brain. To my brain. God knows again. Oh, yeah. Watch out, watch out, watch out. I take a draw tonight, and I'm feeling high, above the sky. I say we're smoking on the high grade. High grade gets to my brain, God knows again. Boston, smoking on the high grade gets to my brain, God, Adam, give me some on it. Oh, light it up, Boston, light it up. Light it up. We say we smoking till the day, we say we smoking till the night. Play the highest grade.